welcome everyone, it's time for more Anno 1800, and well, as I laid out at the end of the last episode, this is the final episode. I decided in the last one that I couldn't really bother continuing with this thing, and the main reason why, I mean, okay, you know what, I had a different thought now, but it's not gonna be a thing, which is that I could have done this between episodes. That is true. But what would have been the fun in that? The point is, I can't really see myself expanding more. Not because I don't necessarily want to, but because of the fact that at this point in time, we're doing solidly. If we look at one of the taller ones, we have a little bit of an issue with the spectacles. We have an issue with the department store. All of that is due to brass and me not producing enough. And that is part because I don't have enough zinc and not enough copper. And it's a bit of a hassle to get more. And if I'm going to keep expanding, the need will rise more and more and more and more. And I just don't feel that that is where I want to sort of end this series. So I've decided that this is the final episode. We are going to leave some areas over here not complete. It's a bit of a shame. I would have loved to be sort of really filling all of this out. Basically all the way up to here is what I probably thought from the beginning. But if we look at the city down here, it looks bloody good, doesn't it? I'm gonna take a few stops here and there at the very end of the episode, so we can just see what I've done, basically. Now, what are we gonna do in this episode, and this final episode? Well, I was talking about doing the final bits of beautification. We have a bunch of areas where I want to add, you know, a few trees, a few lamp posts, etc., etc. So that's one thing that I had in mind. I also thought a little bit about maybe doing the same thing as I did in my first series, which is attacking the pirates at the very end. And while I could see myself doing that, I don't think I want to bother myself with all of the issues with the ships, because we go to the old world. There's a lot of red ships on this map. I mean, granted, they're like frigates mainly. I don't know if they have any like non-wooden ships, but yeah, there's a lot of ships in here. If I declare war, well, they're all gonna start attacking my ships, my trade ships, which is fine because this is the last episode. It's not like I care that much, but just look how many they have. It's just stupid. Oh, is that actually? Yeah, see, they do have a monitor here. Actually, that is also okay. Yeah, they have several monitors, etc. I don't see myself wanting to do this. We look here, yeah, it's just a bunch of red everywhere. See, I don't want to have to deal with that, so I have decided not to do that. But there is another thing we could do, sort of meanwhile, I suppose. We do a bit of beautification, which is the quest book and the actual Sunken Treasures quest line, as well as this thing. I'm not sure exactly what's going on here.
It's working. I think we have it.
We have some stuff going on as well. So,
New orders.
Right, you were here to buy things, I think. Why are you here? I'm not 100% sure. But, okay, why don't we just start with continuing this thing? I'm not 100% sure what it is that you want me to do.
Can teach a person a lot.
Right. I lost Mr. Bargava's plans for the Great Eastern, delaying her launch yet further. The taxpayers are begging to see the dream come alive, but first the prototype city hit every hitch, and now this.
Now, you'll be back in time for tennis.
Yes. Poor Rohit has started fresh and is asked for the photographs of the World's Fair, the original inspiration. Okay, well, we shall do this. Is this like a long quest line? I really hope not, but if it is, why didn't we do it earlier, I suppose? So there we go, there's the lovely World's Fair. There we go, submit that, good on you. There we go, okay. Basically that was it. But was that it? Now as for this thing, Nadaska's journal, where the hell do I have that? I hope I have it in here. I do have it in here. Oh, that's a lot of stuff to read. I'm not gonna bother reading that.
Tilted the battle in our favor were stranded. They never returned, but we may still learn what became of them.
Oh, I realized something I need to do.
Righty-ho.
Okay, oh, we have stuff. Okay, there is stuff going on. Gotcha. Okay, you're just... Hello? Why do I have a battle cruiser right here? I don't know. But hello, I'm here. Okay, select. There we go. Good news! Mr. Bragava has finished the new plans for the Great Eastern. Though somehow I knew he'd be punished for losing the originals. In the new design, the ship appears to have grown bigger still. Sadly, crown steel reserves are rather low, but perhaps you have some to spare. 70 steel beams, that is actually absolutely zero problem. What is a problem is that where the hell is my... Where's the mild shrimp? Oh no, where's the mild shrimp? The mild shrimp is over here. Okay, that is actually beautiful. Where's actually... Yes, it's fine. We do have steel beams here too. 70 steel beams for Archie. Absolutely. You can just move out of it. What we need to do in the new world, this guy, you need to come home, I think. Cape Trelawney, Crown Falls. Because I think that largely what we're doing here, yes. So Hollandask is a clue. Oh no, bloody hell! Wreckage of the HMS Asia. Oh, did I actually need to read some stuff then? Okay. Well, what does it say? Do we need to do this? The king is indeed mad. He appears to care nothing for a victory. He was upset in extreme to learn that we hadn't yet begun pursuit of the Santissima Victoria, for he is adamant that the scepter of Capon is on board. I received word that the flagship was heading northeast. His Majesty ordered Captain Richardson of HMS Ajax to go after her.
You're ready.
Yes, there we go. Under no circumstances will he permit us to accompany them. I have tried to inform the king that the Ajax is ill-equipped for the duel, but my injury leaves me weak and I have to retire to my quarters. Santissima Victoria may be the largest man of war ever built. Richardson knows he leads his men to their deaths, but he has always been a man unwavering in his sense of duty.
What shall I tell Her Majesty?
Okay, something embarrassing has happened. It is unseasonably morbidly hot. This is a new day. A rowboat was found this morning, beached on a headland, brought in on the current, presumably for its occupants are 3 days dead of thirst. On a clenched hand, one held a letter from Richardson. These men were sent to find help. The crew of the Ajax surviving a clash with the Santissima Victoria only by swimming to an island southeast of the headland. We immediately dispatched a rescue boat, but it was too late. Richardson and his crew had met the same fate. We found no trace of the Santissima Victoria either. His Majesty's reaction is predictable. These lives were taken by his hands, yet he weeps only for the scepter. My wounds fester and my fever worsens. The doctor says I must put down my pen. Southeast of the headland. So are you saying... Is this the headland? Southeast, like this, presumably. I mean, there's a ships here. That's reasonable, I think. Oh no! We literally have a space here. Okay, so you go there. That should be fine. What are we saying here? Architect Rohit Bhargava has you know what? Go here. Say hello. Okay, so that is something to just pick up. Mr. Mild Shrimp, you have received Mrs. Amara's marvelous action.
We don't have to deal on paper.
I am just gonna take the extravaganza boat because it's quicker. So there we go, and you are arriving at some point. While we wait for that, let's get on to some beautification because we have some stuff to do now. We can start by doing this thing. I've placed you like so. I should do one of you there. What? Let's see, why is that lit up? Should it be? Right there, no. We'll have one here too. So a few bridges, just to do that. More extravaganza stuff being built. Let's do the trees here to begin with, at the end there as well, and then we shall do that's too close, I think we have central bit here. Yeah, see, this is fine. 1, 2, yes. That's lovely. And synced up, so to speak. And then we are doing something here. Let's do it here. There we go. Bob's your uncle. Now, what about these? Oh, done. A little bit here. Not always, though. This one we kind of want to think a bit about, though. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna think of it. By which I mean, we're gonna have to do something about it. Okay, yes, I'm ready to pick up cargo.
A mere frigate against a ship of the line. Only Father's obsession with the scepter could have clouded his judgment so. The last piece must be down there in the murk. Nadaski sketched the Santissima Victoria in his journal before it wrecked on the coast.
A competitor's island withstood an attack.
I'm just gonna do a bit of an odd thing here, just to make it sync up a little bit. Oh, shoot, he's buying Gristle stock. I need to be on top of that. Totally forgot about that. Oops. Right, Cape Trelawney, what are we doing? Use the log to find the thingamabob. You're not about this sort. Oh, bloody hell, why am I so close? That is just a available quest. So what are we saying here? Oh, do we have a log? Let's check. Yes, we do have a log. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, so this is interesting in some ways. I'm gonna assume KHK, okay. Winds and stuff like that. Okay, so right, bloody mystery this. 2 a.m. Our patrol was uneventful the night is calm. Thanks to Admiral Nadaski's sectional strategy, the HMS Ajax and many of our sister ships have prevailed in the Battle of Trelawney. And at 9 a.m. we have new orders. The Ajax has been chosen by His Majesty himself to chase and board the Santissima Victoria, where we are to retrieve an object of great importance. The enemy have a significant advantage, but the HMS Ajax is a logical choice, being one of the few frigates still in good condition. I must have faith we can achieve our goal, or else my men will not. And then at 12 p.m. we encountered the Santissima Victoria southeast of the mainland. She opened fire on sight. I commanded the Ajax to retaliate. We disabled the rudder and saw the enemy flagship wreck against the east coast of the mainland, pulled in by a strong current. The scepter has gone with her, and we too are filling with water. And then HMS Ajax sunk. One rowboat, myself and the rest swimming for shore. Desolate island, no fresh water, heat unbearable, current too strong to attempt crossing, sending rowboat to get help. No word for rowboat, we will die here, all hope is lost, our king has forsaken us. But you're saying... Oh, right, yes, target place, okay, get over here. I don't think I've even looked at this. Because, well, I don't really have a reason to go up here, do I? There's a whole bunch of stuff along the coast here. That's cool. So there we go, and... get to you. We have the thing. Go over to you. You can just move over a bit.
Is complete.
I'm doing more genius devices. Not where I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be here. Right, so we did up to here. Oops. We also want to go further here, but I am actually going to just pick up these. And have you come along here. So we have a slightly different thing here, but we are still wanting to do this, I think. So how about we do something like
There is no mistake.
that.
This was once La Corona's great flagship. The Eagle must be here.
It might very well be, you know. Right, so that is why we had to send for the salvager, obviously. Okay, let's just add a few trees there. Where are we? We are... Ooh. See, I'm not liking that, because... Oh, right, we have a similar situation here, actually. We are going to do the same thing. Basically grab those. Get you here, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We grab. Same as over here. You go in the middle. And then we basically have this guy. Over here, all the way over there. Lovely. And now we can think a bit about how we want to do this. And it's gonna, oh, this is gonna sync up very beautifully. Isn't it? Like so, yes. I would like one in the middle as well, I realize. I mean, we could have a path over here, but it's not really gonna look good with the train tracks, etc. But there we go. So that's all done. And then we have the scholars over here. And I think what we're going to do, we're going to start by literally doing this. By literally doing all of this. Like so. We have actually done this thing, but same thing here. We're going to delete there.
Time of it.
Yes, absolutely. Rip-roaring time and all. Grab trees so that everything looks nice. They're not supposed to be there. We need to go there, there.
You're constant, and that is key.
Indeed I am. Add tree. Oh, you know what? On this occasion, I don't want the payment underneath, I realize. Because that actually makes it look bad. So let's check on these. Yeah, these are not looking solid. There we go. Right, so now you need motors. Okay then. How about this guy just deals with that? I should absolutely have a bunch of motors in here, right? Be sure we're producing enough for this. Yes, absolutely no problem. Good, good, good. Activate Lonnie. The salvager is coming. We need to be all the way over here. For the salvager, you can sort of move down a bit. And you actually have... Oh, yeah, right, you have that. You only have a bunch of other stuff. There we go. So we are on our way with that. Right, up to you
People
guys.
celebrate your leadership.
Now, how would I like to do this? This is pretty nice looking here. So how about we do that? And can I find...
Look busy, people.
Not the post box. I would like... We can find one in here somewhere, can't we? Not the newsstand. I am looking for... Not the toilet house, or is it a newsstand? Was it a newsstand that I was thinking about? I think it was, you know. No, it wasn't the, I want the phone box. And I don't want to have to find it. But I think I am gonna have to find it, unless I've built something here. There we go, there's a phone box. So of course these scholars are gonna have themselves a phone box over there. And we could definitely do some stuff with like newsstands and stuff like that. What I'm thinking...
Ship constructed.
What am I thinking with this? Okay, you know what, let's keep going here. I am thinking we destroy all of that. Trees are very much still a thing in here. It's part of the world, so to speak. Let's do that. And I'm actually thinking we simply just do a bit of planters and almost call it a day. Not really though. We are gonna have some here, here to begin with. We'll have some lights in here. Lovely. But I'll leave that be for now. And what do I feel about these? I'm thinking trees just here. And really nothing else. I mean, I want to be very clear, and you might already have figured that out. It's not like I'm gonna do something very nice here. I'm not gonna overthink anything here, basically. So what we'll do here... I'm gonna have to locate this. No, it is in the classic one. The newsstand. We can have a newsstand over here. No, I want it facing the road. Piazza benches. Yeah, you know what? Why the hell not, eh? Now, the fact that this road comes down here a bit, I do want to kind of utilize that, I think. Okay, what we could do here, we could do that and have a fence, no, a hedge as such, and then what we can have is the, where do we have that? Mosaic paving, no, but like, didn't we have a path, but it's with grass, which isn't really what I'm thinking, is it? If I have a path here with grass, doesn't that look weird? That's just a regular paving. I'm so certain there was some form of halfway path. Yeah, here we go. Promenade, there we go. That's what I want. So we do that. We have the promenade here. But we are gonna do the hokey pokey thing, which is drag you there, then remove, have road. Just a little promenade thing. This is definitely something I should have used more, I'm thinking. Also, by the way, the benches, right, the benches are a result of which ones you have. So you know what, no, we kind of want to have this one instead, right? Or these, yeah, that's better. I'm okay with that little thing. It's a bit weird and funky, I like it. Then obviously, here, I'm thinking we don't put trees, we put the banners. We do want some banners in this part of the world as well. Where do we have some banners? Should this... no, this should stop there. That is absolutely fine. But coming into here, you should be greeted by the banners. Lovely. Like so. Then around the back, we can drag you. And I'm thinking, you know what? We are going to remove all the way over here. We're going to remove and have just trees. Such as that. And then on the back, I'm okay with that just being as is. But we can have right across the water here, we can have a tree. And then of course here, you know what, I'm thinking the same thing here. I want the banners on the other side of that. So now, do we know?
I feel the skeleton of something.
You know what? Here we go. We need to not relax on this.
Celebrate your leadership.
Motors. 1, 2, 3, 4. You over
As you see.
here. That indicates from Lonnie. Again, we can't just rest. We need to be vigilant here. So you go and drag up some stuff from here.
Your genius device is
And we'll see if we can find the scepter. Is it here? It is here! We have the scepter. Lovely. Okay. So,
Yes! Oh,
there we
for
go.
a second I thought he'd beaten us to it.
We got it.
Marvelous! You know, now that I see it, it really doesn't look much like an eagle, does it? Oh well, none of my subjects will ever dare to question it. We have the eagle, and Vashko promised to yield the pommel. He promised!
Is this where we get into war, I wonder?
Begin the turn.
Lovely. You are healed. You can start working your way out here. Sail to the Grande Imperio. You
pumping smoke,
do
Admiral.
that. You follow. You follow. There we go. Very important that we have a nice fleet to greet them, so to speak. What I wanted to do before, by the way, is to... It's a bit annoying because we can't see... Because that is a function of 12. Is that 12 then? 12 times 12. Is that 228? Probably not. But I think that what we're looking at is, well, half of 228 is 114, and we can't get to that, so I'm thinking that tile, which I am probably forgetting. So if that's that, 108 and 108, so those are the same. Gotcha. So, you know what, let's place trees there, and then we can have twos. Good, lovely. Pink trees everywhere. Love the pink trees. Right. And in here we have a very ill-placed post box, but it is what it is. Oh, for the love of God. God damn it. Well, I have more fire rescue here now. Yes, I have.
I knew you'd come through.
Hedge maze. Well, ain't that interesting? That is actually something I wanted to build in my palace garden, so to speak. Cool. Let's just do some trees here. That's going to be a bit weird over there, but it's fine. Tree, maybe? Yes, I think so. I mean, you can tell that trees are my, like the pink trees are my go-to thing. And it's fine. It's fine.
Only as good as our
Okay.
last.
Yes, here we go.
Ah, keep the wretched bird. This is the second time my family have been humiliated here. Cursed place. I must return to face my fate at the hands of King Zhuao. None of your pity, thank you. It has been a long time coming.
Well, he seems
Mr.
amicable.
Elvira was
That's
truly a man of
interesting.
his word. Had it been me, I'd never have let him have our piece of the scepter.
I can assume so,
A
yes.
lustrous jewel in the crown.
Okay. Ooh. Am I getting a ship? Finally, the Great Eastern is afloat. Please do keep her. I've had quite enough of her, and frankly, Her Majesty has lost interest too. Don't be surprised to find Mr. Bergava aboard. He has, after all, a most positive impression of you. He's rather keen to work with you again in the future. In the future.
Ship constructed.
So did I just get this thing?
Old
With a
MacLeod
guy on it?
Archibald
Rohit
gives his
Bargava, the
takes.
naval architect. Okay. Not that I can build more of these, but we have construction costs, workforce needed, and maintenance costs down. So this is just a basically one of these, right? Sort of. But better, which is nice. Oh, it has 8 slots, I just realized. Holy hell, that's kind of cool. Okay, well, you are obviously going to Cape Trelawney and Crown Falls. So that was that's that little thing done. How about you just make your way over here and back to Cape Trelawney? What are we doing? Deliver to art restores. Do I have everything now? A pommel. Okay, so
I have not undergone all this trouble so that flea may lay his oily digits on it.
Battle cruiser on the warpath.
Haven't we plenty of scholars versed in the art of restoration already?
Yes, we should. Okay, so that's right. Hold on, what are we talking about? But where are they? There they are. Okay, so we need to basically just dump this in here. And does that mean that I have the other thing? Where is the rod? Who has the rod? I don't know where the rod is. Hold on. Where is the rod? You don't have the rod. You can... or have they already gotten the rod? I'm a bit confused. Because you only have one thing. It's not like I'm sitting on a different... Hold on. Where the hell is the rod of the set? Okay, we can locate it if I don't know it. All islands. There it is. Where the hell is this thing? It's at Adam Falls, apparently. Okay. Well, where are you? You're all the way up here, but you're actually closer to Adam Falls. Why is it in Adam Falls? Why did I dump it there? That was stupid. But that's fine. While you move about, we can come back to here. I'm not going to be able to finish all of this, by the way. I realize that now. It is what it is, though. So over here, we can do tree and tree. But as I said before, I'm not going to, like, overcomplicate everything here either. I'm just going to fill things out, so to speak. Let's fill that out. Over here, we shall just do trees. And over here, we're gonna have something. A steampunk thing? No, I don't think so. Industrial, no. Pedestrian? No, they don't have anything. Neither of these really have anything fun, so we're back into here. Nope, bit too small. Hacienda flower bed, no. Haystacks, no. Shed, no. I just want to have like a fountain or something. That is too big. The fountain's there. Too big. There we go. Just a lovely fountain out on there. That is very beautiful. And there is a path up here so people can stop and just get into here. Just have a nice picnic or something. Now, as for this place, it requires yet another fountain. We don't want to go with the same one. And, I mean, I could place... Ooh, we could do this one, right. We can have the outdoor arcade thingamajig. I mean, that's pretty nice looking. And then, of course, we are gonna... Ooh. I was about to say we want to have something right next up to it, but no, that's a lot of pavement very close to it. Okay, so that's fine then. What I... Ooh, do I then actually do this? And then move that here. So that we may, over here, have some trees. Some lovely, lovely pink trees. Sort of like something like that. But I'm gonna keep this as is, I think, yes. And I think this whole stretch is just gonna be... Well, actually, no. Let's have the trees here. Let's have... Damn it! Didn't mean to do that. No, I didn't mean to do that either. Oh, now I can't build it. Why can't I build it? Oh, because I don't... Oh, the love of God. Well, we might be producing a window or two in just a few moments here, so there we go. Bloody windows, eh? Tree all the way. There we go. We can also have a tree here and here. That is fine. And, of course, in here. Yes. And along the edges of this road. Go. I suppose we do want some stuff over here as well. Not there, then. Well, actually, you know what? We can have two there. And where's the situation here? 144. 84. 60. So that was in the middle. What do we have then?
The ingenious device is complete.
Okay, fine. We'll do... Oh, that on this occasion I miscalculated, I think. Because if I do 2 from there and 2, you see that was wrong, but that's fine. We can do that and have it be like that. That's lovely.
We're in the presence of a virtuoso.
Ooh, Pedro, captain of the Panama. Okay, cool. Would have been nice way earlier. I think that's fine for the scholars. And as for these things, we have done... Yeah, see, we have a few locations where it doesn't really work. So we are gonna basically remove all of that. Move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if we take these and move them here, that was
Your
one
ship
too
has
many.
returned from its voyage.
That's stupid. The Great Eastern. No, wait. What am I doing? Hold on. What am I doing? That can be like that instead. Okay, so this was a different not being synced up thing. You need to be a end piece. You need to. I chose these to not be end pieces at some point. It's fine here, but obviously here they need to be end pieces. And for some reason, I haven't considered how this should look. For some reason. Because obviously, there's a lot of... You know what? Get rid of those two. That now looked weird. But obviously, these two go here. That goes here. You know what? Grass, or rather, flowers. There we go. That looks much better. Good, good, good. So that's that. I think we are done. We have a few, but on this occasion I've done something different here. So I feel like that is fine. And we're okay over there. Yeah, I think that is looking solid. I've done that. We have this bit, yes. We have some bridges here also. You probably have arrived.
Battle cruiser ready.
Yes, get the scepter. Get scepter 2. I don't think we have to be right next by to these, but let's just do that. Right, where were we? We were over here. This is the place to be, so to speak. Let's just do things like that, that, I think. Yeah. Not the... I don't want the trees without payment. I want them with the payment. At least these don't do, like, alternate. Here you can actually choose which one you want, which is lovely. So there we go. That's that. We do like so. Let's see what happens if I do this with 2. So we have to do 2 here. You know what? I'm just gonna sync that up on the other side as well. Perfect. Trees. Whabam. Then this thing. What did I do over here? I did green trees. So you know what? We will here as well. We'll do a bit of a different thing. I was about to say, do I want some banners and whatnot, but you see, I don't really care enough right now. I'm eager to end everything, so 3, 3, and 3, yes. And let's go grab those. What have I... Why didn't I check this before? I don't want green grass underneath. That's weird. At least on this occasion. There we go. So we're gonna have to think about that here too, obviously. Bam. Fix the number 2s. As such. That guy. That guy and that guy. But we can also have 1, 2. Sort of surrounding these, I think, and in fact in between here as well. I realized I had the trees over here. I did not need to do what I just did, but it's fine. We'll just add the lights with the benches. Good. Right, I am supposed to have one there too. Have you arrived? We're closing in. Right, and this thing, I think should just have, I think we do this, nope. I think we do that, and then we pick up the hedge, which goes around like this. We do the same thing over here, like so, and whabam. And because you can't go into here, we're gonna have here and here. We're actually gonna have the openings so that people can get in a normal fashion, so to speak. Where did I do those? I did those there and there, I think. Is it 2? Yes, 2. Very close to deleting the bank there. Could expand these a little bit further, but I'm okay with that. Yes, I have done that. Golden pearls, not a problem. That is immediately done, I think. Should be at least.
At least bring me some tea, if nothing else.
Okay, how do I finish this? Because I definitely have gold. I don't have gold. Why do I not have gold? I am flabbergasted, to be honest. Why do I not have gold? Like, almost any gold. Well, that caught me by surprise and off guard, etc. I have 2 of these guys. Apparently I'm not producing enough. Okay, well. Alright then. Let's do more gold then, I suppose. Now, are you affected by anything? Yes, you get affected from printing. But we don't have gold nuggets, so I mean, is this gonna be fine? Am I gonna be able to... Oh, go away. Move away, sir. Let's get you out of there, because you're lamping up the place. You know what? We can... Oh, well actually, hold on. You have gold. I remember. You are just the man of the hour, aren't you? Sitting with a pile of gold right over there. Interesting. We're actually not producing enough gold. I haven't thought about gold in a long time. Obviously.
High above the
There
rest.
we go.
I see a
Yes.
fleeting figure
Same
upon a
to the
hill.
art restorers. We're here. Yes.
My gratitude is heartfelt. This is a new emblem of state behind which my subjects will surely rally.
Probably. And we do have a museum.
There's no use owning such a treasure unless it can be grandly displayed for my subjects. They shall see that, in ambition, I am at least my father's equal.
Uh-huh. So which space should this go in? I'm thinking this space. I don't want it here because I like the skeleton. I don't want it on the outer rim. Or should I just... Did I have... wait, where did I get the... Where did I have the... Holy book? Didn't I have 1 or 2... I don't have any duplicates at this point, I think. But I'm thinking we can sort of hide it over here, I think. Here we go. I don't have it. Who has the scepter? You have the scepter. Okay. No, you don't have the scepter. You have the scepter, apparently. Okay, dump the scepter in there. I like that it was the the Great Eastern who got the scepter. Lovely. That kind of fits, all things considered. But yeah, we're gonna store it away over here. The holy book doesn't need to be there. There we go.
People will come from far and wide to behold the scepter of Capon, the ultimate exponent of my authority.
Indeed. Let's have a look at that. Because if nothing else, that's a lovely potential thumbnail from the last episode, I think. Cool. Now, yeah, come out of there. Thank you.
My dreams, one's youthful imaginings of this place of triumph, so dutifully have you made whole.
Well, you're
In
welcome,
particular,
lady.
I'm indebted to you for helping me see the king, my father, as he really was, warts and all.
Well, she trusts me. I like that. Happy to be trusted. Okay, but is she gonna say? Oh, there we go. Yes.
He claimed to be the unsung mastermind at the Battle of Trelawney, but it was Nadasky all
Churning
along that was
water,
saving his
Admiral.
blushes.
Okay, so we're gonna get some military regalia. Exactly what does that entail then? Yeah, so maybe this ship is actually now gonna go away. It's been sitting here all the while. Hello.
We shall be delighted. I
Can I
may have been wrong
get-
about Admiral Nadasky.
Okay,
Upon my
get a
return
bunch
to the
of stuff
capital,
from
I
the
shall have a
museum,
great big pillar built in his honor.
as well as a guy, apparently. Where did you end up? Where did the guy end up? I don't really know where the guy... Oh, he's actually... Oh, did
Well,
we
it's
throw
my
him
time I return
overboard?
to rescue poor old
Okay.
Archie. He may otherwise start chattering about his bowels. Look after Crown Falls for me, won't you? I only really care for the taxis now.
Absolutely.
Battle cruiser
Let's
ready.
escort you. Let's escort you out of here.
The warm southern air makes me feel strong and well. Purposeful, you might say.
I love that the name of the HMS Lap of Victory is Swamp Rat. I don't think that the Queen would like that.
People
Really.
celebrate your
But so that is
leadership.
basically Battle of Trelawney. Okay, so that is most likely indeed a Citadel.
People celebrate your
But
leadership.
also, Hogarth, the Harbour Master veteran of Trelawney. So all harbour buildings loading speed and harbour activity up, which is kind of nice. But yeah, there we go. Don't really need him all that much anymore. As for over here, we can do some stuff. We can.
I could
Say.
simply go to press.
Absolutely.
We have taken
And
to
as a
calling you the
final
master
thing, we're
among
going to
many
have
other
so much
confidential
happiness,
monikers.
so much cash, and would you believe it, we're going to have so little need of consumption. I can't publish that, it's too ridiculous. But we are going to have at least a little bit.
It can
here.
only do them
Oh,
good.
lovely. What we can do
Empire could
here
learn from the
is
discipline of small
actually...
businesses.
What we can do here is actually some stuff, and then, yeah, you know what? Yeah, that works rather nice. I'm not sure what I'm gonna have. We might actually just do, these. We do the purple ones here, and then we'll have. I'm just gonna try and find some. A playground, maybe. No, we're not gonna have a playground. We're gonna have not those. Not that one, is too much greenery for my taste. It's gonna have to be this guy. So that also includes some places to sit. So there we go. That's kind of nice. I like that. As for this place, are all of these buildings correct, by the way? I'm not gonna bother with this area, by the way. I have decided we're just gonna do this. Whabam. Bunch of trees. There you go. Problem solved. We have that was down there, but we also have this place over here. So how about I do, well, actually no, not twos, we're doing
Be
threes.
strong in business and become a pillar of our nation.
Hey, I already am, but thank you. Thank you for the sentiment.
headline dominates
Warden
the
of
front pages.
Trelawney. After great service to both a city and a nation, M. Fitzcarruthers has been officially appointed Warden of Trelawney and Governor of Crown Falls at a grand ceremony conducted by Her Majesty the Queen, Empress Royal of the Southern Territories. Okay, lovely. See, I'm important and whatnot. Sucks to be anyone but me. Lovely. There we go. Do that, and then same as before. We are also gonna add over here the lights. Don't have it in there, but that's fine. Add all those in there. Beautiful. And then do we do? I haven't used the pink trees in this area, so we're not gonna keep doing that. I think I'm actually gonna do. Oh, that was too much, but it's fine. I think I am actually going to do here bushes. Which might sound weird, but it is what I want to do. There we go. Mature shrubbery. Haven't utilized mature shrubbery at all, but look at that. I mean, I should have done more of this.
My pathetic sailors.
Apparently I've sunk a ship on this. I don't care. Who cares about you anymore? That's kind of nice. I like that. And then we're going to just do these positions. Don't destroy any trees. Very silly to destroy trees. So we're going to do a few of those. Why do we get the incorrect one for all of these? That's annoying. Okay, I realize that, I mean, I'm not going to make this episode any longer than it has to be. So we are going to start wrapping things up very slowly. What we can do here, I suppose, is if I select all of this, since these are basically looking the same. We can do the same thing here. That is to say, we can have the same sort of setup. Should I, you know what? Now that I set it, you know what? I like that. Why haven't I used the damn it? Why haven't I used the mature shrubbery more than I have? It's an amazing item. Bloody hell. Nice that I realize that now, at this point in the playthrough. That's nice. Let's just make sure that we have the correct... But on this... Oh, you know what? On this occasion, we shouldn't have the pavement. Because here, it's close to mature shrubberies. It's more grassy things. That's beautiful. Good idea. Good idea. And just because of that, on this occasion, we just got the one with payments. I have to change everyone. Bloody hell. There we go. That's lovely. Over here, we'll do exactly the same. We'll pick up... okay, it's fine.
Only a
No,
fool
not like
loosens
that.
that grip.
It's fine, and you and me, we're chill. There we go. Copy that one. Good. I can sit there. And then, around the back here, don't think I want to do anything. In here, however, I'm not gonna, again, overthink anything here. So we're just gonna pick up this. Didn't need to destroy, I'm going to copy. Copy that one there. Have a lovely little fountain. Then over here, we're just going to do trees, I think. And this occasion is the one with the pavement. Of course, we got mostly the one without. There we go. That's nice. And then we have the canal here as well. So you know what? Once I'm done with the canal here, that is it. We're done. So, as a final bit, guess what it is time for? It is time for a lot of pink trees. Which is great. Everyone loves pink trees after all. This is too... Oh, it's gonna be a bit much, isn't it? Ah, it's fine. It's fine. Yes. Because I realize I have these here. But that's fine. Tree. 2 and 2. 2 and 2. No banners for these guys. They're just gonna get a bunch of trees. 3 and 3. 2 in the middle. Corner, so to speak. Well, actually, I don't have to do that, I realize, but whatever. Actually, this setup, mimic, do the same thing here. Lovely. How many did we get that are incorrect on this occasion? Okay, so sometimes it feels like it remembers, and sometimes it feels like it doesn't. What we actually ought to do here is here we ought to have a passing
Genius
thingamajig.
device is complete.
You know the passing thingamajig? Don't you know the passing thingamajig? They're called bridges, but they're also called passing thingamajigs. Only that word now. So do that, and of course we are not gonna have pink trees here, because this is not the pink tree area, so to speak. Let's just do it like that. 2 in the middle there. There we go. So now, hopefully, I can just do this. Can just do this. All on here, all on here. You. Then finally here. Let's do 2s. And then 3s. There we go. and get the right look of them. Which is number 1, right? Yes, number 1. Go. And I like having a different one than the pink ones, actually. Because it feels very much like this part of town isn't as pink in some ways. In some ways that's weird, because these are the colorful ones, so they actually ought to be where the pink ones are, but then again, you are very colorful in your own way, so you don't need pink trees to make the place even more colorful, right? And you know what, since we did think about that, I have some pink trees here, but yeah, if that's the case, then absolutely that can be a green one as well. So here we go. That is the final bit. I'm gonna say that is it for this city. There are definitely a few more places we could. I realized I haven't done anything here. You know what? You didn't see that. It's fine. So how about we do this? We don't have to go into a street view. That's not necessary, but let's just go over the different bits that I have. So we have the Docklands. I still don't understand exactly how the Docklands work, but I have done it. I think that it came out fine. It was a bit difficult to envision exactly how it should look, but I do like the fact that I have some
People celebrate
some
your
worker
leadership.
houses here, like outside of the walls, so to speak. I do like that. We of course have the entire worker workforce, so to speak, in here. They have all the amenities they need, and of course we have the creepy place of the city, which I also thought came out quite nicely. I think I made a good choice in sort of expanding it a little bit outside, just so it sort of spreads just a little bit. And of course I did an old town, which I think came out very nicely, in fact. I like that. I mean, I was thinking of previously, or rather in the beginning, having it only be like this tiny bit, but I am happy that I decided to do more. Would have liked to get the canal in, but I forgot about it. But of course the beach, which shouldn't actually exist here, but that's fine. We have the botanical garden, which has moved a bit, but it's there. We have the World Fair. We have all the scholars with the Research Institute. We have the palace, which is also maybe not necessarily done. We have the museum. We have, which came out really well, I think, the zoo. I really like the zoo. So that's that one. We don't have to worry about that. I used the islands for some orchards, which I think worked out really well. I was worrying, well, not worrying, but I was wondering, what do I use these islands for? Turns out orchards, very good idea. And of course, a lot of skyscrapers, which I enjoy quite a lot. In the end, would I have placed things a bit differently, specifically in regards to maybe skyscrapers and the palace? The palace maybe ought to have come, you know, more here. Yeah, probably I should have done something of the sort, but that's okay. We also can't forget about the little village. I have a village over here. The village of the farmers. I kind of like the idea of having it like that. These people just living their life outside of the city bustle. Sure, there's a bit of a commute to get to over here where they work, but you know what? There's a bus. I'm not sure the bus goes here, but there is a bus. So, all things considered, this has been a great series, and this is a great game, and I am probably gonna keep playing it by myself. We'll see. I mean, as I said in the last episode, while this is the last episode, this one, I could have gone like 150 more, and I really don't want to, because 147 episodes, that's pretty good in itself, I think. And as I said, I have other things that I want to experience on this channel. To that regard, I have a new series lined up after this, which is gonna not be necessarily a... maybe not necessarily a strategy game as such, maybe a little bit of a strategy game, but I'm moving away a little bit from the formula, so to speak, by which I mean this slot is supposed to be for strategy games, etc., or city builders. I think that game still sort of goes under the same umbrella to some degree, and you'll find out exactly why I say that in the upcoming episode, so to speak. not this series is done. But on Saturday, because I do believe that this synced up very well with a Saturday premiere. So hopefully, after 147 episodes, I hope that you have enjoyed this as much as I have, because this has been great. I love this game. This is one of the best games I've ever played in this genre. It does have its few things that I would have loved to see differently. I think I mentioned the diplomacy. The diplomacy is dreadful in this game. It really should be fixed up a little bit, but it is what it is. So I think I'm hearing a parade somewhere. Where's the parade? Here is the parade. How about we do this? We end the episode by looking at a parade. I don't know why you have that. Why do you have that? I don't know. But here we go. This is the end of this series. We shall see each other in the future. For now though, this has been Ghostmutgaming with me, Christopher. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.